Everybody's got their favorite part of the cycle. There are people that love the wash, they love the rinse, or the spin, or the drain. I'm a spin guy. I love the spin. There it goes. My name is John Charles, and I'm a washer-collector enthusiast.
Laundry day.
The club got started around 1987, I think, and now we have like 3,000 members from all over the world. We get together for wash-ins. You do laundry till like 4 in the morning. You do your margaritas and your laundry together.
To laundry. To laundry.
Laundry. We watch the cycles. You'll see a lot of us just stand there and watch the whole cycle go through.
Oh my God. Everywhere.
All 3,000 of us come in with a story like, I thought I was the only one. I thought I was the only person in the world that did this. In the collection, I've got 59 machines, and I've got 22 hooked up and running down here in the basement. I have a good representation of everything that was made from 1938 to today. And I take them all apart and I restore them because I want to know how everything works inside the machine. And then the laundry is, for me, it's sort of like the frosting on the cake. These machines represent a lot of ways of doing things in each decade that changed, that we no longer do. And I think it's something that should be preserved for other people if we can get them interested. I just can't go to a cocktail party and say, how's your washer doing? They'd look at me like I was crazy. But I can get together with these guys, let my hair down. It's just so much fun to be able to have a conversation about it, because I know laundry's a chore for everybody else, but for us it's play.
I don't think there is a contradiction between a simple life and a spicy food. Perhaps someone who is living a simple life needs to have something to spice it up. Maybe that works. My name is Father Richard Waltz, and I am a monk of Subiaco Abbey, which is a monastery in Subiaco, Arkansas. After I graduated from high school, I entered the monastery. So I've been 55 years a monk. Monk sauce, which we produce here at Subiaco Abbey, is an habanero pepper sauce. We call that monk sauce because it's monk made. Anybody who has handled habanero peppers knows that you should not be doing this without a glove on. A good monk is a good balance between prayer and work. It ought to be done. You want to find out if it's any good? Where's the water, huh? I suspect that a lot of people have kind of fanciful ideas about monks and what they do, and they get into the monastery and they find out that monks are very much like everybody else. I feel very close connection to the land in this area. The longer that I was here, the more I realized that God got me here because He knew I ought to be in a community. The community is a very important thing to me.
Until about 1902, legal food preservatives included chemicals like formaldehyde, borax, and copper sulfate. That is, until one guy organized a poison supper club to stop it and became the father of the FDA. Okay, here's the story. In order to keep food looking fresh, food manufacturers used a slew of chemicals. Copper sulfate, a common pesticide, made canned peas bright green. Borax and formaldehyde were packed with meat to make it appear fresher. At this time in our history, there were no true food regulations. You didn't need to label your ingredients. There was no safety testing, no monitoring. Cue Dr. Harvey W. Wiley, a chemist with the crazy idea that these chemicals had no place in our food. He started some hygienic lab trials where he could officially test the effects of these poisons on the body. It was easy to get the chemicals, but he needed the bodies. And that's where the Poison Squad came in. The first 12 members of the Poison Squad were volunteers from the Department of Agriculture, and they volunteered to eat his poison food for 6 months so he could track the effects it had on them. Each day, the menus would change, and Wiley's volunteers never knew which poison they were consuming. A dinner at the Poison Supper Club might look like this: applesauce, soup, turkey, canned string beans, sweet potatoes, white potatoes, chipped beef, bread and butter, coffee, rice pudding, and a little borax. Throughout the trials, Wiley noted signs of acute poisoning, including upset stomachs, nausea, diarrhea, vomiting, kidney damage. You know, things that happen when you get poisoned. And this did not stay hidden. The press caught on, and in 1906, the first food regulations were passed. This ultimately led to the creation of the FDA. So thanks, Dr. Wiley. Our food is so much better without all that borax.
The first time I ever made a delivery was in the spring of 1953, and I was 6 months old, on my father's route. I grew up doing this. Seltzer Man. My name is Walter Backerman, and I am a Seltzer Man. And your Seltzer Man is the order taker, the bottle fixer, the driver, the deliverer, the salesman. You're everything rolled into one. If people ask you what it is about the seltzer business that makes you want to continue doing it, you hold that seltzer bottle and you hold history, you hold memories, you hold an object of beauty. That's 1871. It still works.
Without these bottles, this business doesn't exist. This machine is a Barnett & Foster siphon filling machine. I think it was made in London, early 1900s. It's a 6 siphon bay filling machine, goes around through the carousel, and only 1 bottle goes in at a time. So it's a lot of work. The reason this is a better seltzer is because there's nothing else in this seltzer other than New York City tap water, which is triple filtered through sand, charcoal, and paper, and CO2.
And fortunately, as long as the machine is fixed and I have a place to fill, I can't see any reason why this business should be a nail in the coffin situation where it's over. It won't be over until the last bottle of seltzer is squirted, and I don't see that anytime soon.
You're playing with and against all the different people in the club, and you learn to appreciate them because of that. It's just a little family. It's an odd little sport, and it's unique. It's easy to play, but hard to master.
That one's short. Oh!
All right, 3. The Cajou Cafe is the only place where there's authentic Belgian feather bowling in the United States. It's a bowling game that uses wooden discs that you throw at a feather at the opposite end of the lane, try and get close to the feather. It's similar to bocce or horseshoes, and then it's a target sport that way. The unique thing about this one is that the lane is convex and the ball tends to move in odd directions. You can score points by being the closest, with your color ball, closest to the feather of the same color. Yellow touching, not touching, on yellow. Some people are really good right away. Other people, well, they've been in a club for a while and I still don't know what they're going to do out there when they throw the ball.
Oh! It was a point and then it wasn't. It's down to 1. This one here.
Cajou Cafe today is a bar and restaurant in Detroit. This neighborhood was a largely Belgian-American neighborhood at one point. When the club started in 1933, this was a place for recent immigrants after the war to come over and have a little taste of home. More popular than it's been. I mean, our average attendance for bowling every week has gone up the last 3-4 years. And there's a good group of guys here. You know, they're from all walks of life. You sit there every week with them, you bowl with them, you bowl against them, and it's just a good time.